Hey guys, welcome back to Spice Fry. The recipe we have for you today, in our opinion, is probably one of the best pasta dishes out there, lasagna. So the version we are going to show you today is slightly different from the traditional lasagna. We've added a bit of green to it in the form of spinach. So let's see how it's made. We'll begin with marinating 400 grams of minced chicken in half teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Leave this aside to marinate for 15 minutes. While the chicken is getting marinated, in a pan heat up 1 tablespoon of olive oil and start sauteing 2 medium-sized finely chopped onions. Add some salt. Saute them until they caramelize. Then add 1 tablespoon of grounded red chili powder and 1 teaspoon of cumin powder and mix well. Follow this by adding in 2 medium-sized finely chopped tomatoes and mixing it well. Cover with a lid to let the tomatoes soften and the flavors infuse. Now add your marinated chicken mince and let it cook. And lastly, stir in 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup and keep aside. Now let's get on to preparing the spinach. Clean, wash and strain 1 bunch of spinach and then blanch it in hot water for about 5 minutes or microwave it for about 3 to 3.5 minutes. Once that is done and the spinach has cooled down a bit, finely chop it. In a pan, add 1.5 teaspoon of olive oil and fry 3 to 4 finely chopped medium-sized garlic cloves. Add in 1 finely chopped medium-sized onion and continue to fry. Add half a teaspoon of salt. One and a half teaspoon of grounded black pepper. And then the blanched and chopped spinach. Mix it well. Cover with the lid and let it cook for a few minutes before you add in 3 to 4 tablespoons of fresh cream. Mix it thoroughly and then keep aside. To make the cheese sauce, use a saucepan or preferably a deep-bottomed non-stick pan. Add in 1.5 cups of cold milk and then drop in 200 grams of cheddar cheese diced into small pieces. Keep it on medium heat and stir continuously as the cheese melts. Once the cheese has melted and a saucy consistency is formed, add in 1 tablespoon of red chili flakes, 1 tablespoon of mixed Italian herbs, and about 2 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh parsley. Your cheese sauce should be of a pourable consistency, not too thick, not too thin. You'll notice that as your cheese sauce cools down, it tends to get thicker. At this point, you can turn on the heat on low and add in a little bit more milk to get the desired consistency. For the next step, bring out your baking tray and grease it with olive oil on all the sides. The lasagna sheets you get in the box are dry and brittle. Now, unlike other pastas, these lasagna sheets cannot be completely boiled before layering. Instead, what we're going to do is soak each sheet in hot water for about 10 minutes before we start layering. Soaking the sheets makes it soft, as you can see in the video. And if the length of your lasagna sheets is more than that of your baking tray, you can simply trim off the edges as we have done. Begin by layering 2 sheets of lasagna right at the bottom. Next, lay out a hearty layer of the chicken mince. Follow this by pouring in a layer of the cheese sauce. Then another layer of the lasagna sheets, followed by a layer of the spinach. Next comes another layer of the cheese sauce, lasagna sheets, minced chicken, cheese sauce. And now finally add in one last layer of lasagna sheets and pour in all the remaining cheese sauce on it. Additionally, add some grated cheese on top as well. Cover your baking pan with an aluminium foil and bake the lasagna at 180 degrees for 10 minutes. After which you remove the foil and bake it for another 8 to 10 minutes or until the color on the top begins to turn slightly red. Once done, cut into pieces and serve hot to enjoy the delicious cheesy layers of lasagna. So go ahead and indulge in this cheesy lasagna on your weekend family dinner and let us know how it turned out in the comments below. If you like this recipe, then don't forget to share it with your friends, and while you're at it, hit like and subscribe too.